What's the haps? I'm Meroka, and today I'm going to be taking a quick look at Plain Sight by Beatnik Games. This is another old title. This one came out in April 2010, but it is a part of the current Play Injector bundle, so I will be taking a look at it. It's also, I'm pretty sure it's one I've had in my Steam library for a long damn time and never ever got around to playing it, so it's a good excuse to go back and have a look at it as well. Because I've heard some good things about it, so I figured it was worth a look. So what we have here is a principally multiplayer game based around bright neon robot ninjas, and there is no part of that sentence I did not like. So let's take a look at the options menu first. We can change the resolution, and we can turn... The resolution is kind of weird. It's got this widescreen option to change between widescreen and non-widescreen resolutions, which is a little of a bit of an odd way to do it, but it works, I guess. You can turn bloom on or off. You can turn VSync on or off. In-game UI on or off, in case you like going in blind. And graphics can be on high or low, which is a little bit limited, but it's not a terribly complex thing. I don't suppose it needs to be too much more than that. Sound, you can only toggle on or off. There's no sliders, which is kind of annoying. Sound and music are on separate checkboxes, but each of which you can only literally just turn on or off, which is pretty poor. Keys can be rebound, so that's cool. Keybinds, great. So let's have a look at the game. We have a few options. I can create a game, which probably won't get me very far because I don't think anyone's going to play with me. I can join a game, which also isn't going to get us very far because there's not many people playing it. There are 3 servers total running for this game, and none of them, as you can see, have any players whatsoever. We have Beatnik, obviously the developers, running their own server, a Capture the Flag 14-player server, with no one on it. Rather nice to see, actually, is Play Injector have hosted their own 2 servers. They're clearly rather optimistic about how many people they can get to play on this game. It's, at this moment in time, not a well-populated game, although I suppose I'm in the UK, and at the time of recording this, chances are much of the world that might be playing this may well be in bed, so perhaps, you know, during a more reasonable time zone, evening kind of period, you might see a few players, but right at this moment in time, there ain't nobody, so it's kind of going to be a little difficult to actually play against other people and show you an actual multiplayer game. So the only really the only way for me to show you this is going to be to go into practice. So practice is also limited to only 4 out of the 5 available game modes, which kind of sucks, but we'll take a quick look at them. We have a deathmatch, we have a team deathmatch, we have this, which is still very much deathmatchy, but a little bit more interesting, and a Godzilla-y kind of mode, which we will take a look at just because it's freaking awesome. But let's just have a look at the basics. We've got a whole bunch of different arenas, and you can pick which ones are going to go into rotation. They're all a bit MC Eschery and really weird, and you'll see how they work when we get in, but there's none that make much sense. They're all pretty crazy. I do like That's No Moon, because it's No Moon. There's one that's Unreal Tournament, which seems like it's supposed to be a reference to something in Unreal Tournament, but I don't know what. I played a lot of that game, and I'm not really seeing what that is. Unless it's supposed to be... What is it? It's vaguely kind of like Facing Worlds, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, there is... let's play on That's No Moon. It's pretty cool levels, so... Advanced, we can change players... power-ups, scores, the rules of the game, we'll go with the defaults. We also get to pick from a bunch of perks, which none of them actually particularly tell you what they do. Some of them are fairly self-explanatory, but some of them less so. Shield is obviously going to give you shield, stealth obviously makes you invisible. Flame Sword, I'm not rightly sure what it does. I've used it a few times, it certainly seems to be more powerful, but given that it's a game about one-hit killing people, Flame Sword really, I don't know, it's a bit crazy. At any rate, I'm going to go with those 3. Why not? Let's start a game in the arena. So, there we go. Collect energy is the rules of the game. So, I am this little robot. And I can run around, and I can leap massive distances. And we've got these planetoid-y kind of things to run and leap around in. And they have their own gravity, which is kind of cool. So, you can run around, and down is always down on this little planetoid. And if I leap off, I'll get captured by, hopefully, the gravity of the other planet. I can... Nope. It's going to be a little difficult to get off this planet. I can upgrade with some perks later that give me a... Oh, that's how you get between them there. Okay. You can get, like, double jumps and things later, which make it easy to get between the two. But for now, it's kind of I guess there's like 1 point to join between the two areas. And I can hold down a left mouse to charge up my sword, and then let go to dash. If I'm near another bot, there's like three little lines mark around it. Yeah, it's got that little marker over it which says I can lock onto them. If I hold that down, it goes red, I can charge and attack him. And I got bounced a long way there. What is he doing? I'm guessing that's some crazy AI messing up. Yeah, Malvina bots there. Let's kill Malvina bots so they stop doing that. That's an annoying noise. Yeah, the bots are not terribly clever. So I'm not going to suffer too much here. So the object is to try and lunge through the air and smash up bots. And with each bot you kill, you get 1 energy, and you can stack up to, I think, 15 energy. I think you can change that in the game settings, but in the default settings you stack up to 15 energy. But you don't get them immediately, you have to bank the points. Anyway, let's grab some upgrades and I'll show you how that one works. I'll take an extra jump, I will take an extra speed. Actually, I'll take 2 jumps because I do like the extra jumps. We can get shields and shield recharge rates. We can get a little warning that tells us whether people are locking onto us. We can change how fast we explode, and exploding is how we bank points, so that's going to be important in a moment. We can change how quickly we can charge up those dash attacks, and how powerful they are, which I guess just increases the range of them, given that, as I say, it's a one-hit kill on everyone. So, yeah, that seems a bit weird to have a power. Because I think it's probably range. Your dash is slightly more powerful. It really doesn't tell you much. I'll take the charge time, because the charge time actually gives you a nice combat advantage. Which means that when I see these guys, I can charge up pretty quick. Yeah, that's super fast now. I can get it even faster as well, so it's damn near instantaneous. So yeah, I'm going to try and kill a bunch of guys. He's a big guy. There we go. Or she, I guess. Amelie. It's all robots. I guess don't know that robots have genders, but whatever. So we can collect a bunch of energy from people. I have 8 from killing one large Amelie and 3 from that guy. And yeah, as you collect the energy, it sort of gets stored in your robot. And if people kill me, they will get 11 energy out of me because I have 11 in stored. And the more energy you collect, the bigger you get. So I am and glowier as well. You are bigger and glowier. So I'm a big juicy target, and obviously a big juicy target. However, if I want to stop being a big juicy target, I can press E, explode, which banks my points. We get points 13, multiplier times 2, destination multiplier 52 for killing people, I think. That should give me some points. And I'm not really rightly sure how the scoring works. So there, I have 14 points. All those numbers add up to 14, I guess, somehow. The scoring seems a little bit arbitrary, but just get as many points as you can, kill as many people as you can with the explosion, and you bank a lot of points. Is about the shape of it. There's a lot of things in this game just seem a little strange and arbitrary, and it's like, just go with it, I guess. So I'll take a little bit more power. That'll do me. There are also those mega perks, which you can only get if you fill out all the perks in one category, which costs you quite a few points, and you would need to pretty much start working on it at the start of the match, and you might just unlock it by the end of the 15 minutes of the match. So they are pretty nice buffs, but it's taking you a while to get to them. So I have 10 energy, so I was doing pretty well already there. There is what can I spend? I don't want to spend. There is, as you can see in the corner, an energy limit. I mean, I need to get 14 before I can bank it. Again, I'm not sure how that's determined. I mean, last life it said I needed 15 energy before I was allowed to bank it. Now it says 14. It may be based on how many how many points your last banking was, I guess. If you banked 15 last time, I did not get him. Oh well. If you banked 15 last time, I think the energy's there. And if you die, yeah, the limit goes down, I think. Seems to be the way. And he banked those points and got me with the explosion. So, energy 1 out of 13 I need now. So if I can get to 13, I can explode and kill some folks and get some points. To be honest, I've not found much defensive that you can do. I mean, I think just keeping moving pretty quickly, keeping your range. I think if you attack them at the exact same time they attack you, you kind of block each other's shots. But beyond that, if someone goes for you, chances are if someone goes for you and they've got a good line of sight, chances are they're going to get you. It's kind of hard to dodge a robot flying at you incredibly fast. I have 10 points. I can take a little bit more run speed. We'll move faster. So the extra jump upgrades do give me extra jumps. So I think you get up to a triple jump. I mean, there's 3 upgrades, which would suggest a quadruple jump, but I don't think it actually goes that far. I'd have to check May have to check the upgrades. Let's have a look on the upgrades. It tells you what everything does. So, double jump, triple jump, air boost, hold jump after triple jump, must be on the ground to recharge. Okay. So, that's probably something I bought a bunch of times and never really tried out, so maybe we should try and save up for that. Although that third upgrade is going to be 20 perk points, so that's going to take a bit of acquiring. I'm not sure how those are acquired either. I don't know if it's based on kills or over time. There's a lot of this game just never gets explained. There is a tutorial, but it just says, here's how you move, here's how you attack. Get to it. That's about all it really teaches you. It's run, jump, and attack. And it's like, there's so much more to this game. But it's never explained, like, anywhere. It's very much a figure it out for yourself kind of job. So, yeah. And I'm still trying to figure a lot of it out myself. I'm sure there are probably guides and things on the internet, possibly on Steam, that might explain things in more detail, but honestly, I'm just having a lot of fun messing around, just sort of dashing about, smashing things up. I will take the warning, so that's kind of cool. Which means if someone locks onto me now, there'll be a little exclamation mark appears above my head, so I will know someone wants me dead. And then as you upgrade that, it'll change in brightness depending on how close they are to me, and at the third upgrade it'll tell you actually who's locked onto you and where they are, which is kind of cool. And I'm not doing so great. What can I do? I can't get that extra jump. I do want the extra jump, so I'm going to keep saving up my points for that. It's nice that there are so many perks. If you've got points, you can always. I should probably just explode here, shouldn't I? Bank those points. There's always perks so that you can. There's always going to be either little things you could buy or save up for the really big juicy stuff, which is kind of cool. So I am going to save up for the big juicy stuff at this stage. But are we there? No. Like I say, I don't know quite how they're accrued. It may just be straight up kills. It might be like 1 point per kill or something. But I cannot figure this out. Either way, I love how much distance you can cover with a triple jump and the speed upgrades. The movement in this game just feels really fluid. What are you doing there, Malvina bots? I don't know, but I will have your energy. So yeah, just this leaping around like a frantic maniac from planet to planet and construct to construct is all really freaking cool. I love the movement in this so much. It's so good. So let's try and get back onto the main planet, shall we? There we go. So this is kind of your arena combat. This is the meat of the game. Kill people, explode, bank points. That's about it. So, let's quit this one out and have a look at a different one, otherwise we're going to be here all day. As I said, the matches are 15 minutes long. We do not have that much time. Well, probably could, but whatever. We also have this mode, which, let's head on in. It's Lighten Up, which, we need to select a map. I did not pick a map. We can have, let's take spaceships. I don't think I've seen that one before, but yeah. Let's have spaceships. So this is very, very similar, except there will be an area of this world that will be lit up, and that is where you need to go to score points. And this is still going to work exactly like those planet. The round planet was a bit more obvious how it worked, but the sort of walk on anything thing does apply to everything in the game. I can walk on the underside of the ships. There is gravity, will make us stick to the opposite underside of the ship. You can stick to pretty much any surface of anything. There's no map where up is up and down is down. If I walk around here, I will land on the top of the ship. So eventually I'm going to want to bank enough energy that it will be worth doing, and get onto the blue platform here to bank points. I'm not 100% certain on the rules of this. I mean, it says the single largest detonation gets the most wins the game or something, but at the same time you do still bank points. If I get to a 15, let's buy some things. Jump. In fact, let's take the big jump. Cool. If I get to 15 and explode on that, I'll get like 100 and something points, and in my experience, that's just then impossible to beat, and you just end up not being able to score any more points for the rest of the game, which is a little bit weird. Percival exploded and killed us. So, let's kill... Oh no, Engelhart repelled us. I want you, Engelhart, come here. Yeah, gotcha. Let's try and bank a few points, and then I could probably... Let's just do that then. I've got 3 points. Step on the blue bit. The blue bit will change periodically. Some different bit of the ship will... Jeez, that's really difficult to land on. Right, boom. Let's do this. Different bits of the ship will light up at different intervals, and you'll have to bank points elsewhere, so it's kind of a bit Crazy King kind of thing going on. So 10 seconds left. Yeah, in about 10 seconds, that will move, and a different bit of the ship will be where you score points. So Fletcher was worth a few points there, I think. Would be worth taking down. Nope. I guess I'm just trying to figure out where there is to go in this level. I guess you can get up here as well. You can wall climb as well. If you stick to a surface, you'll just grab onto it. So you can get up here on the ship as well, which is pretty cool. There's very little you can't get to. That's awesome. You, Fletcher, you are not worth as many points as I expected you to be, but there we go. Then we got this little bit sort of off to the side. The levels are all rather cool. They're all grey, but then they light up wonderful neon colours when people land on them, so in spite of the levels being just plain grey, they still manage to somehow be quite colourful, which is really weird, but awesome at the same time. So get over here, Anders. Come on, there we go, got him. So this game, in terms of mechanics, doesn't differ too much from the standard deathmatch kind of thing. And obviously there's Team Deathmatch, which is this, but on teams. I think you can probably envision how that one works. I love that you can do that kind of swooping loop round it. I mean, it's not really what I intended to do, but just the way the gravity works, you just sort of, yeah, do that. It's so awesome. It's confusing as heck a lot of the time as well, because when you get to like 15 energy, or indeed more, in the next mode you can stock up ridiculous amounts of energy. You can get a lot. You do get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then the field of view stretches out, and the whole world gets freaking crazy. It's really difficult to see what's going on sometimes, especially at the larger and higher energy levels. But at the same time, it's still just awesome. There's nothing about it that's not just exhilarating. So let's do that one last remaining mode. We have Ninja BotZilla, which comes on 4 different levels. We have Arena, which is fairly basic. Don't Be Square, I haven't seen that one, that looks crazy. That's No Moon we've had a look at, and Upside Down Town. Upside Town. It's kind of an upside, well, it's said, the clue's in the name, it's an upside town. There's a town on both sides of it. Let's take the squares, just because that looks trippy. Let's go do some trippy BotZillas. So, one person gets to be BotZilla. BotZilla gets 20 lives and a ridiculous amount of power, including the flaming sword, and everybody else has to team up and take them down, and I guess you try and get as many points as you can as BotZilla before you get taken down. So I think the perk of the flaming sword just means you get like a damn near instant charge on the sword and a huge lock range, so if someone comes in my range they are instantly red. I'm guessing that's what the flaming sword does, it's just insta-charge, which is cool. And I am, obviously because I am a BotZilla, I am humongous. This is a really, oh my god, it's such a weird level. I found that when you've got that kind of power, you can just sort of spam click if there's a bunch of bots near you, and you'll be able to just kill most of them. It'll just go boom, 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 smash them all up, which is cool, but perhaps a little overpowered. But I guess you are BotZilla. I suppose you're supposed to be overpowered. That's kind of the point. But there you go. And I don't get to see them anywhere on the screen, so I guess you kind of got to play it by ear and try and use your best judgment. But I have 20 lives. If they kill me, I guess I won't get any points. But if I get as many points as I can get and explode, I can bank those points before they kill me. I mean, I did get to like 100 energy at one point as BotZilla, which is just insanity, to be honest. So yeah. That's when your sort of field of view starts going really stretched out and warped, and it's like I don't know what it's set to, but it's something ludicrously high that would never be practical in any way, shape, or form, and it becomes really difficult to play. All you can do is hope that the red things show up on your screen and click and try and stab people. You really have little more judgment than that once you get to like energy 100. I'll see how many I can rack up here. I see a bunch here over there. So I can try and smash a bunch up there. These guys are never going to be worth more than 1 apiece to me because they aren't fighting amongst themselves, so they're not stealing energy from anyone, so they're all going to be single energy units. So just got to keep grabbing them, keep smashing them. Keep going on a Godzilla rampage. As I say, these bots, I mean, I guess I'm not playing with very difficult level bots, but at the same time, it's always going to be bots. They're going to do derpy things like run into corners, and they're not amazing. It would be better to play with actual people, but it seems like actual people playing it is one of the weak points of this game. In fact, it's a weak point of many indie multiplayer titles, because a multiplayer title needs a large player base to sustain it, and if there's only a handful of people, that's not going to last very long, because people are going to have difficulty finding people to play, so people will quit playing, and it's a horrible vicious circle. So it's a shame. So maybe it's one of those titles that people need to start picking it up and playing it in the bundles and get a bit of a player base going. Or as I say, I may just be playing this at the wrong time of day for a game. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong places. Maybe if I came back this evening, there would be a handful of people that I could play with. I don't know. Either way, I'm up to 47 energy here. Once you get past 80, that's when things get really horrifyingly shippy. There's no ground in this level. This is just such a weird level. I guess you could get out to the extremities, but I don't know. I mean, you got all those bits out there that look like you could probably stand on them, but I don't know. You also don't seem to get the perks in this mode. Everybody's just got the standard basic default abilities, as does, well, the Godzilla or BotZilla, whatever. He's got some predefined buffs. Obviously he's huge and has a flaming sword and a dinosaur head, but beyond that, he doesn't get any specific upgrades. Not to mention you need to die to spend upgrades anyway, as far as I've seen. And that would rather stop your run as a dinosaur if you had to, you know, die to get your upgrades. So it probably wouldn't work out too well. But I do really feel like I could really go for a double jump or a triple jump or something in this area. I do have those power-ups, the perks that I picked at the start. I haven't even particularly used them. So I can press 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if I can as BotZilla, but any other time I could use them. I could get the Flaming Sword for like 10 seconds or so, which would give me this crazy insta-lock-on thing. I've also got Stealth. Let's see if I can use that. No. Press 2. BotZilla is not allowed to go stealthy, so fair enough. 3 would be my shield, but again, not got a shield. The shield is kind of weird insofar as it is totally a perk. You pick it out of the perk menu, but then there's the upgrades as well, so whether those are one and the same, and if you don't take the shield, you can't have that perk, or the perks would do nothing. It seems weird that there's the sort of in-game perks and the... Oh yeah, see how things are getting weird now? About 60, 70. Oh dear. It seems weird that you have to pick one out of a bunch of like 12 different perks at the start that are tied to the game. And then there's the fixed ones that are always there that include things that you picked. I don't know. There's a lot that doesn't make sense here. I mean, it's not quite entirely obvious why there are suicidal robots with flaming swords ninjaing each other, but I don't think it needs to make sense. It's just awesome. It's pretty fun. Oh god, this is so... When you move faster, the FOV stretches as well. It's like, what? It's getting a bit trippy. I can't really tell what I'm doing at this point. I don't know how high this goes. There must be a limit before at some point... I feel like at some point the world is just going to eat itself. It's gonna like fold in on itself. Space-time is going to go awry. Maybe I should just explode and bank these points and be done and call it a day, but this is just too crazy. I do seem to have a really good lock-on range as well at high energy, or it could just be the FOV messing with the fact that I don't know what's going on. It feels like they're a long way away. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're right in front of me. It's like... I can't remember if I ever did. I seem to recall making a video on a faster speed of light, which did lots of time dilation effects, and that looked a lot like this when you started running around in that. So you were running around at light speed, and this is what the world looked like when you were running around at light speed. And it's just insane. What are we up to? 93. Let's grab 7 more guys. And 6 more. 5. 4. 3? No? 3. 3. Where are you? That's 1. That's 1 more. Let's get to 100. I want to be 100 because look at this. This is just... I don't know. At this point, yeah, once you get to 100, it's just... Yeah, once you passed 100, it's... I don't know what this is. That's not playable, is what this is. This is nuts. This is not a useful way for a game to appear. Oh my word. Hey, let's keep killing him. Why not? 105. Well, I guess that broke it. The game just crashed there. Mid-sentence, mid-insanity. So, you know, I was saying there was a point at which the world would eat itself. It just ate itself. The game cannot handle displaying it at that level. So don't go that high, I guess, is the rule. And maybe Beatnik Games, please fix. Patch, please. Anyway, this is Plain Sight. This is currently £3.99 on Steam. Or, if you go over to playinjector.com, it is part of their current Pay What You Want bundle with a bunch of other stuff, including In Momentum and many more titles. So you should totally go check that out. But I have been Meroka, this has been Plain Sight. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.